The left-wing nutters supporting the Labour Party are out protesting and fighting against parliamentary democracy. Politics is all about opportunity. It's all about taking advantage of the situations, and that is a sad thing. Whether you're a politician who would seek the right moments to strike, whether you are a political party waiting for the perfect opportunity to bring down the system, or just angry people from the left who simply want to disrupt the whole country. Now, a lot of people don't like the current system, first past the post, the way Parliament is elect MPs. Some people apparently want to elect the head of government, the head of state. They want to elect prime ministers. And, of course, you have to change the whole system. Some people just want to have a general election every 10 minutes. These are those people. The left are coming out to say, well, now that Boris Johnson is going, now that you're replacing the Tory leader, by default, we need to have a system where you're going to have an early general election each time because there is the mandate. Now, as I said, and a lot of people watching this channel, a lot of them are Republicans, a lot of them just want to change first past the post, but there are two different types of people. If you're doing it simply because you're focusing on the flaws of the system, that's fine. But a lot of people want to change the voting system because their politicians or their parties are not successful. They simply want a shortcut, and that's what they want to get in the Green Party or the Lib Dems or any other smaller party. That's not a good intention. That's not the main reason you should do it. And it's not going to work. We do not elect prime ministers in this country. We do not give a mandate to prime ministers in this country. The Queen gives a mandate to prime minister. We give mandate to the political party. Now, these people are coming out to say, well, we need to have an early election by default. And funny enough, there are a lot of conservatives actually wanted to have an early election. A lot of Labour people, centre left, want to have it as well. But they all have different reasons. If you want to do it simply because the new prime minister doesn't have a mandate, well, the previous one didn't have a mandate either. You give a mandate to your local MP and the party. Change the whole system, then I'm with you. These people simply want to do it because they know now Starmer could get in, according to the opinion polls, and they could reverse Brexit. 2nd of August. That's what they're planning to have mass protests centrally in London, but also they want to have regionally and locally around the country, which I don't think is going to be that successful. I can predict it right now. It is not going to be supported by the masses, even those who are absolutely furious with the Tory party and the current leadership candidates. You're not going to have enough support. This is the reality. Now, even certain polls are showing that 73%, I know, of course, these polls are biased. These polls are, from their own bases and readers. Absolutely, this is from the Mail. But considering a lot of the Mail readers are conservative leaning anyway, or they were the people who voted for the Tories in 2019, 73% of these people want Boris to stay. The others, the majority of people in a lot of other polls, don't want Rishi Sunak or Liz Truss. They don't really want Boris Johnson, but they don't want Liz or Rishi either. A lot of people just say, just either bring back Boris or just completely change the system. But don't allow the left-wing cabal to take advantage of this to bring in like an early election, for example, for their own purpose. Because if you get excited and support that movement, then they will win. Then not only they were going to bring down the system, they will reverse Brexit. They will bring down the voting age to 16. They will give voting rights to foreigners, and the whole border will be open. The whole country will be in a mess. You need to control the narrative and make sure that if you're going to change and reform the system, it comes from the right side rather than the nutters. That's the reality. Now, I'm going to come back in half an hour. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to tell you guys more about Liz Truss and net zero, as well as Priti Patel losing a lot of money to Rwanda. Subscribe to the channel on my Tousi, and we are the media.